you ready? This won't take very long, it just takes a couple minutes. It's a pretty simplistic bed. But the drive system is really going to help you guys, because my understanding was that the concern was safety. When you're pushing it, you're afraid you're going to get hurt or something. And with the drive system, it kind of steers the bed for you. You don't have to manually push it as much, especially if there's a patient on it, because that makes it even harder to push. So the biggest thing is to make sure that the bed is in the lowest position. And you use this middle button here on the remote, and you push down. And right now, I'll put it up a little bit. So normally when the patient's on the bed, it will be up a little bit. So you want to put it all the way down, and it will just stop moving once it's as low as it can get. And then you're done with that, and you can put that wherever you need to. Try to tuck it somewhere where you can run it over. And then you want to turn it on. The power button is actually behind here. It's a little tricky to see because it's under this handle, but it's right here. And you turn it on, and you know it's on because these lights up here are on. And you can see it's red, yellow, and green. This is the speed control here. The smaller the gray area, the slower it's going to go. The faster the gray area, or the longer the gray area, the faster it's going to go. I kind of keep it in the middle because I don't want the bed to get away from me, but that's just me. Once you guys are experienced with that, it'll be a lot easier. And then from there, you simply just use the joystick to steer it down the hall backwards. You know, go to the right, go to the left. We're up against the wall, so it's going to be a little bit harder. It does have a horn feature, but I don't think it really sounds like a horn. That's the button right here. So if I hit that, that's the noise. So if you're trying to get somebody's attention, you don't want to yell at them, you can use that, but it might also scare them a little bit. For the drive system to work, it has to be unplugged, obviously, because you wouldn't want to use the drive system and have it plugged in the wall. But it won't turn on if it's plugged in. So plug it in, put all the cords up, turn it on, decide what speed you want, and then from there you can use the joystick. When you get it back in the room or wherever you're going, turn it off, plug the bed in. Best practice with all medical equipment beds, keep it plugged in as much as possible. Any questions on that? Okay, and you guys are free to try it once we're done with everything else.
We have a problem with making it, wider and more, especially if we're going in the elevator.
Yeah, and so the arms go down if you need to put them down, and it's these black little knobs here, and you would just put them down. Otherwise, up here on these ones, it's these, you just pull them up and put them down. And then as far as making it wider or skinnier, it's all of these silver knobs here.
Just take it off.
So nope, you just pull it out, and then you grab down here, and that's how you would take it out, and then you would just pull it and push it back in. These ones will actually come all the way out, I think, sometimes. So you want to be careful with that because you don't want to drop it on your foot. But if you look on the side here, these are the pin marks. And so this is where you should have it set. You put it in there, and it will lock into place.
If you want to make it smaller,
Just push it. Yep, go ahead and do it. Pull it out.
it might be easy right now, but with the patient and the big mattress,
Yeah, it can be a little tricky sometimes. The good thing is with this, it's a metal encasement, so the patient's not laying on the piece that moves, so that should help. And same with all of these all come out too. You just want to watch the pinholes on the side. And you want to make sure you're in a pinhole when you leave the patient, because otherwise, if something gets caught on there and they're getting out of the bed, it goes slip and fall.
Okay.
So like right now, it's locked, so you can tell it's locked. And then if you need to push it. Yep, so there is one up here, this big one right here. Right here's the big one, here's the middle one, here's the end one. There's another one right here. So the silver ones move it in and out, the black ones the side rails. And that's pretty much it. As far as the brakes, if you were to move the bed and you need to put it back in the room, each one of the wheels locks independently, so you want to make sure to walk around the bed